Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn Commerce with Namita. I am Namita Mane. In today's session, let us solve one example of income from profession. So this is the example on the screen of income from profession. Now see, in my last lecture I have told you that how to identify that whether this example is of business from income or business from profession. So if in question or if in problem profit and loss account or income and expenditure is given, that means we have to compute the income from business. And if in problem receipts and payments are given, then we have to compute income from profession. So this example is of receipts and payment account. That means we have to compute the taxable income of profession. Okay. So the example is the following is the receipts and payment account of medical practitioner for the year ending 31st March 2023. So this is the receipt side and payment side. Okay, so in receipts balance brought down, visiting fees amount is given, visiting fees 2,55,000, consultation fees 2,75,000, sale of medicines, sale of all equipments at book value, operation theatre rent, then interest and dividend. Okay, these are the particulars of receipt side. Then in payment side, clinic rent, staff salary, electricity and water, medical books, purchase of medicines, then motor car expenses, audit fees, staff welfare expenses, entertainment expenses, surgical equipments, balance brought down is given. Okay, these are the particulars of payment side. Now there are some additional information. In additional information, first is depreciation as per income tax rule on motor car for professional use is 6,000. So depreciation as per income tax rule on motor car for professional use is rupees 6,000. Next is second point is 1/3 of motor car expenses relates to his personal use. Okay, so 1/3 of motor car expenses related to the medical practitioner is of personal use. Then 2/3 belongs to the professional use. Then next is the rate of depreciation on surgical equipment is 15%. The WDV means written down value of equipment brought forward from earlier year, that means from the previous year it is carried down to this year, was rupees 23,000. Okay, next adjustment is next is audit fees includes income tax appeal expenses rupees 5,000. Then you are required to compute the taxable income from profession for the assessment year 2023 to 2024. Okay, so this example was asked in university examination of April 2012 and April 2017. Okay, so this was the question. Now we have to compute the taxable income from profession for this medical practitioner. Okay, so receipts and payment side is given, along with that some additional information is also given, like adjustments are on motor car expenses, then surgical expense equipment. Okay, now how to solve this example? Now first of all, let us see the format of computation of income from profession. Okay, so this is the format of computation of income from profession. So particulars, 2 columns for amount. Okay, so professional receipts will be there. Okay, from professional receipts we have to less the professional payments. Okay, and whatever amount will be remaining, that will be our income from profession. Okay, so as per this format we are going to compute the income from profession. So prepare this format. Okay, computation of taxable income from profession for the assessment year 2023 2023 to 2024. Okay, so as per the format, first thing is what? First is professional receipts. Okay, so now from the question, okay, we need to identify the professional receipts. Okay, now professional receipts will be given in the question. Okay, now see, this receipts and payments are what? Related to medical. Okay, medical patentation, that means it is related to the doctor. Okay, so now we need to take the professional receipts, means receipts which are related to the medical things. Okay, so these are receipts. From this receipt side we have to identify the receipts which are related to medical field. Okay, now see, balance carried down or balance brought down and balance carried down is not considered in this computation of income from profession. Okay, so we do not have to take balance, means opening balance and closing balance. Now first thing is what? In the receipt side, visiting fees. Okay, visiting fees is how much? 2,55,000. Now visiting fees is related to doctor. Why? Because doctor charges fees, okay, when he is visiting to the patient house, or whether he is visiting to the other hospitals. Okay, so this visiting fees is related to the medical. Okay, so now we will take first receipt. Professional receipt is visiting fees. Amount is 2,55,000. Okay, visiting fees 2,55,000. Next is consultation fees. Consultation fees is also related to medical field. Why? Because doctor, whenever he gives some advice, or whether when he is treating the patient, okay, that time he charges some fees. So that is nothing but consultation fees. Okay, so consultation fees amount is 2,75,000 and it is related to the professional receipt. Hence we are taking it in the professional receipt. Consultation fees $2,75,000. Next is sale of medicines. Okay, sale of medicines, yes, it is related to professional receipt of medicines of doctor. So sale of medicine amount is 1,25,000. So third point, sales of medicines 1,25,000. Now check the next professional receipt which is related to medical field. Sales of medicines 1,25,000 we have taken. Next is sale of old equipment at book value. Amount is 8,000. Now sale of old equipment at book value. Okay, that means surgical equipments 8,000. Now this we are not taking into the payment receipt. Okay, why? Because there is some adjustment on surgical equipment. Okay, so next is what? Operation theatre rent. Okay, operation theatre rent 1,15,000. Yes, this is the professional receipts of the field of medical. Okay, of doctor. So we will take this professional receipt, that is operation theatre rent 1,15,000. For this operation theatre theatre rent is 1,15,000. Okay. Next, after operation theatre rent 1,15,000, next is interest and dividend 20,000. Now this interest and dividend 20,000 is not related to the professional receipts of medical field. Okay, this can be considered as a doctor's personal interest and dividend. Okay, it is not, this interest and dividend is not related to the profession of medical. Okay, so now all the receipts we have taken. Okay, so these are the receipts like professional receipts, visiting fees, consultation fees, sale of medicines, operation theatre rent. Okay, now add all this thing. Okay, 2,55,000, 2,75,000, 1,25,000, 1,15,000. Okay, so total will be 7,70,000. Okay, so this is the total of professional receipts. So now check the format. So we have got the amount of professional receipts. From this professional receipt we have to less what? Professional payments. Okay, so now professional payments we will get in the payment side. So write less professional payments. Professional payments means what? The payment which are related to the profession. Okay, now this example is related to hospital, or this is related to medical field. So whatever payments are made related to the medical field, that will be that we have to reduce in the, that will come under the professional payments. Okay, now professional payments you will get from the payment side. Okay, so first in payment side, what is a clinic rent? Okay, clinic rent is 2,20,000. So this is professional payment. Okay, clinic rent means the rent, if the clinic is on rent and the payment is made in the form of rent, then it will come under the professional payment. So clinic rent 2,20,000. Next is staff salary 1,80,000. Now staff salary is related to professional. Okay, means it is related to medical profession. Why? Because if suppose in hospital there are nurses, there are some doctors or some ward boys, and to whom we have to pay the salary to them, so it will be related to the professional payment. So staff salary is 1,20,000, sorry, 1,80,000. Staff salary $1,80,000. After staff salary, electricity and water. Electricity and water is 9,000. Okay, so electricity and water, yes, it is, if electricity and water is used in the hospital, so obviously it will come under the professional payment. Okay, electricity and water 9,000. After electricity and water, next is medical book. Yes, the word itself says that medical book means it is related to professional payment and it is related to medical field. So medical book is rupees 4,000. So it is professional payment for hospital. Medical books 4,000. After medical book 4,000, next is purchase of medicines. Okay, purchase of medicines 80,000. Yes, it is related to professional payment. Purchase of medicines. Purchase of medicines is 80,000. After purchases of medicines, next is motor car expenses 60,000. Okay, motor car expenses 60,000. Now see here, there is adjustment on motor car. Okay, so what is the adjustment? Read the second point. 1/3 of motor car expenses relate to his personal use. Okay, that means 2/3 of motor car expenses is related to the profession. Okay, so total motor car expenses how much? 60,000. Okay, and 2/3 will be the expenses of professional. So write motor car expenses. 1/3 of total expenses of motor car is used for personal. So remaining 2/3 is the expenses belongs to the professional use. So professional use is 2/3 of 60,000. 2/3 of 60,000 will be what? 40,000. Okay, 60,000 multiplied by 2 divided by 3, we will get 40,000. Okay. Next is audit fees 20,000. Now on audit fees there is adjustment. Audit fees includes income tax appeal expenses rupees 5,000. That means this 5,000 is included in audit fees, and yes, it is related to the profession payment of medicine. Now for the hospital of at the year ending, if they have given their books of records to the auditor, so there is obviously the charge. Okay, audit fees will be charged. Okay, so this is if it is related to the medical field, and so that's why it is audit fees is related to the professional payment. Okay, so 7th, audit fees 20,000. After audit fees, next is staff welfare expenses 8,000. So staff welfare expenses, yes, it is related to the professional field of medicines, 8,000. Staff welfare expenses 8,000. After that is entertainment expenses 6,000. Okay, entertainment expenses 6,000. It is related to the professional payment of medicine of medical. Why? Because suppose in hospital, okay, in the room, okay, whether it is a general ward, whether it is a semi ward or private ward, there are some televisions. Okay, so it is what a entertainment for the patients, and so for that there is some payment made. Okay, so it will consider as entertainment expenses 6,000. So it is related to professional payment of medical field. Entertainment expenses 6,000. After entertainment expenses, next is surgical equipments 1,30,000. Now on surgical equipment, okay, surgical, okay, so that means whatever things are used for the operation of the patient, so that is what surgical, okay, equipments are used. So the amount is 1,30,000. To purchase the surgical equipments, they made the payment. Okay, So it is how much? 1,30,000. But on this surgical equipment there is adjustment. Okay, adjustment number 3. The rate of depreciation on surgical equipment is 15%. So there is depreciation on surgical equipment 15%. And along with that there is additional information given. The WDV means written down value of equipment brought forward from previous year, means earlier year, previous year, last year was rupees 23,000, which is carried forward in this year. Okay, so now how to solve this adjustment? Now see the calculation of depreciation of surgical equipment. See, surgical equipment written down value, okay, is how much? It is given in the question, 23,000. So write down 23,000. Then from this less the old equipment. Okay, so old equipments were given in the receipt side. Sale of old equipment at book value 8,000. So reduce it 8,000. So 23,000 minus 8,000, remaining is 15,000. Okay, from in this 15,000 add the purchase during the year. Okay, so this was surgical equipment 1,30,000 was purchased during the year. So add 1,30,000. So 15,000 plus 1,30,000, remaining balance is 1,45,000. Okay, so balance as on 1st April 2022 is 1,45,000. On this 1,45,000 there is 15% depreciation. Okay, so 15% depreciation on the balance 1,45,000 is 21,750. Okay, so write here depreciation on surgical equipment is 21,750. Okay, now see all the payment side we have taken in the professional payment. Okay, now this balance carried down is not considered here. Now what is remaining? Read the adjustment. Okay, so we have solved the adjustment number 2, that is motor car expenses, then depreciation of surgical equipment also, then audit fees also. So first adjustment is remaining, that is what? Depreciation as per income tax rule on motor car for professional use is rupees 6,000. So this motor car depreciation is for what? For the purpose of professional use. Okay, it is rupees 6,000. So we have to less it from the professional payment. Okay, so depreciation on motor car, it is for professional use. Amount is rupees 6,000. Okay, so all the adjustment we have solved, as well as all the payments are also we have taken into the consideration. Okay, so see total professional receipts are 4 and the professional receipt total is 7,70,000 and less professional payment total. There are 11 professional payment. Now add all the professional payment. Okay, so 2,20,000 plus 1,80,000 plus 90,000 plus 4,000 plus 80,000 plus 40,000 plus 20,000 plus 80,000 8,000 plus 6,000 plus 21,750 plus 6,000. So the balance is, the total of payment professional payment is 5,94,750. Okay, so total balance or total of professional payment is 5,94,750. Okay, now from this total of professional receipt less the total of professional payment. Okay. So this will be so the remaining balance. So total professional income is, so 7,70,000 minus 5,94,750. The balance is 1,75,250. Okay, so this is our taxable income from profession. Taxable income from profession 1,75,250. Okay, so in this way we have to calculate or compute the taxable income from profession. Okay, so this profession was related to medical field, that's why we took all the professional receipts of medical field and professional payment of medical field. Okay, so thank you very much. I hope you have understood today's session. Thank you very much. Please subscribe my YouTube channel, like and share the video, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the latest notification.